Welcome to this premium educational explainer on strategic human resource management. I'll be guiding you through one of the absolute foundational pillars of our industry today, which is workforce flexibility in hospitality operations. This masterclass is designed specifically for those of you stepping into leadership roles within high-end, dynamic hospitality environments. So let's jump right into our journey toward operational excellence.
Hello and welcome. I am a hotel AI expert with extensive experience in modern hospitality operations and performance support. I am pleased to welcome all students of Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. We look forward to supporting your professional growth in the hospitality industry. You know, this commitment to ultra-realistic, practical education is really what sets true hospitality leaders apart. The concepts we're about to explore are pulled directly from the floors of luxury properties, the inner workings of revenue offices, and the daily realities of managing world-class teams. Today's agenda covers 5 key areas. Welcome to Europe Hotel School. Complexities of the labor market. Adapting to seasonal demands, navigating changing market conditions, and finally, ethics, reputation, and resilience. Let's dive right into Section 1. Welcome to Europe Hotel School. The flexibility competency. So, this masterclass grounds us in a specific capability that isn't just some administrative task. It's an absolute core competency in modern hospitality. Strategic HRM Flexibility is the development of flexible workforce models that successfully balance a hotel's operational needs with employee well-being. I want you to really notice the emphasis on that word, balance. In modern hotel ops, it's never enough to simply fulfill the staffing requirements of a busy shift. The real strategic challenge, and honestly, the hallmark of advanced HR management, is making sure the intense operational needs of the property don't completely compromise the welfare, health, and engagement of your staff. High-end hospitality is a pressure cooker, right? Just imagine the physical toll on a banqueting team turning over a grand ballroom 3 times in a single weekend, or the mental strain on a front desk associate juggling the immediate demands of high-profile VIP guests. True strategic flexibility means architecting a system where the hotel flawlessly meets those luxury demands while actively protecting the team from burnout.
Moving right along to Section 2, Complexities of the Labor Market, specifically focusing on operational volatility.
To really understand why this balance is so tricky to achieve, we have to look at the environment we operate in. Hospitality organizations definitely do not function in a vacuum. They exist in incredibly complex, volatile labor markets shaped dynamically by 3 specific forces. First up, seasonality. Consider a premium ski resort in the Swiss Alps. It might need a massive workforce of hundreds during a peak winter snowstorm, but then operations have to strategically shrink down to just a skeletal crew during the quiet, muddy weeks of late spring. Second, we have tourism trends. Sudden shifts in global travel habits, maybe a viral social media moment for a local attraction, or even an unexpected geopolitical event. These things can spike or completely diminish demand literally overnight. And third, local regulations. Labor laws governing working hours, mandatory rest periods, minimum wage, and employment contracts strictly dictate exactly how you can deploy your workforce. For example, strict laws restricting consecutive overtime hours might mean you legally have to maintain a much larger, carefully scheduled pool of part-time associates just to cover a busy holiday weekend. These 3 factors are constantly interacting, and they create a uniquely volatile landscape for any hotel manager.
Now for Section 3, Adapting to Seasonal Demands, Staffing Strategies.
So, how do we practically handle this volatility on the ground? Well, a resilient hotel doesn't just rely on full-time permanent staff. It uses a highly adaptive, balanced mix of 3 strategic talent pools. First, temporary contracts. These allow the hotel to bring in specialized support exactly when a busy season demands it, and then those contracts naturally expire when the demand drops off. Second, part-time roles. These give you crucial scheduling elasticity week to week, ensuring you have coverage during peak dining hours or busy morning checkouts, all without inflating your fixed labor costs. And third, and this is perhaps the most critical one, cross-trained staff. By investing the time to train, say, a morning breakfast attendant to also be competent in afternoon conference room turnovers, or cross-training a concierge to jump into the lobby lounge during a sudden rush, you create immense internal agility. You're building the capability to instantly pivot your existing, trusted talent to wherever the immediate operational pressure is highest. It's a real game changer.
This workforce flexibility allows organizations to seamlessly scale operations up or down. But here is the crucial part. This absolutely must be done without compromising service quality. In premium hospitality environments, scaling back your staff during a quiet season cannot mean scaling back the guest experience. The luxury traveler arriving in November expects the exact same level of flawless, intuitive service as the traveler arriving in July. They don't care about your seasonal staffing challenges, right? They just care about their experience. A 5-star standard has to remain a 5-star standard, whether the hotel is at 20% occupancy or 100%. Strategic workforce flexibility is that hidden operational mechanism making this dual achievement possible, financial efficiency alongside unwavering luxury standards.
Let's move to Section 4, Navigating Changing Market Conditions, focusing on strategic recruitment.
Beyond those seasonal tactics, broad macroeconomic labor conditions strictly dictate your recruitment strategy. Let's look at the stark contrast between two very distinct environments. In tight labor markets, that's when highly qualified workers are scarce and competition among hotels is fierce. Your HR strategy has to pivot aggressively toward employee retention and engagement. You have to actively protect the talent you already have. That means investing in clear career pathways, offering premium benefits, supporting mental health days, and just making sure your hotel is an exceptional place to work so your top performers don't jump ship for a competitor across the street. Conversely, in surplus labor markets, where there's an abundance of available talent looking for work, your operational priorities shift entirely. Here, selection rigor increases. You have the strategic opportunity to be highly selective. You might implement multiple rigorous interview rounds or even introduce practical service tests. Imagine requiring culinary candidates to execute a mystery box challenge or having front desk candidates role-play a really difficult guest recovery scenario. This ensures you identify and hire only the absolute best candidates who perfectly align with your brand's uncompromising standards.
And finally, we arrive at Section 5, Ethics, Reputation, and Resilience, the long-term view.
We've discussed tactics, scaling, and recruitment, but honestly, none of this functions without a solid bedrock. Strategic flexibility always has to be guided by unwavering legal and ethical considerations. Strict compliance with labor laws isn't just some administrative checkbox. It's the fundamental operational outcome that maintains a hotel's organizational reputation. In the modern era, a luxury brand simply cannot survive the PR disaster of exploiting its workforce. Compliance actively protects the brand's prestige. Furthermore, the fair and ethical treatment of staff is quite literally the only thing that makes sustainable flexibility possible. Think about it. If you treat your part-time or temporary workers with genuine respect, integrate them into the hotel's culture, and give them proper working conditions, they're going to return to you season after season. Fair treatment is what transforms a disposable workforce into a loyal, highly flexible community. Ultimately, everything we've covered in this masterclass leads us to one unifying conclusion. Strategic flexibility supports resilience in volatile environments. Think about the dynamic ecosystem we just explored today. The dedicated seasonal worker who comes back every winter because they know they're treated fairly. The cross-trained concierge who steps in to totally save a banquet service. The strategic HR director who smartly pivots recruitment tactics based on macroeconomic data. When all of these elements are working in tandem, a hospitality organization doesn't just merely survive the chaos of sudden market shifts, seasonal dips, or unexpected crises. It thrives through them, completely maintaining immaculate service and operational harmony.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a vital consideration for your own professional journey. How will you build strategic resilience in your future hotel operations? The theories, the tactics, the ethical foundations, they've all been laid out for you today. But the application of this knowledge, your ability to actually balance those intense operational demands with the genuine care of your teams, well, that is what will define your success as a leader in the global hospitality industry. Thank you so much for your exceptional focus today and for your dedication to excellence in modern hotel management.